We are going to Yosemite. Never mind, we're not going to Yosemite. Here's why. So we've lived in the Bay Area about 4 years in total now, and we have never once been to Yosemite. It feels like a rite of passage that like has to happen. So last year we really wanted to go to Yosemite and we couldn't make it work. If you were watching around that time, you would have seen our Lake Tahoe travel vlogs, and the reason we went to Lake Tahoe is because that was easy to make work at the last minute. And now we really wanted to go camping in Yosemite, but the issue with this is that these campsites book out like as soon as they're available. So on Monday when we did a search for camping, our hopes were very, very low, but we thought, you know what, let's check it out anyways. And we found a freaking campsite. I think someone must have canceled their campsite. So here's what happened. It's actually a storm, and there are wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour apparently during this storm. It's called Pineapple Express. Boy, did I underestimate the impact of this storm. Where we are in the urban area of the Bay, it's actually not going to be too crazy bad, but the same cannot be said for Yosemite. And actually, they did something they don't do like ever. They closed Yosemite Valley. We were just online, like looking at random stuff. I don't know. I think we were, honestly, I think we were looking at the ridiculous news about Logan Paul in Yosemite. He got kicked out. I hate Logan Paul. There was an alert at the top of that news page that said, breaking news, Yosemite closed for the weekend. And we were like, say what? That happens? So then we looked into it. We had not gotten any emails or phone calls or anything from Yosemite Park. So we actually ended up calling into customer service for like our reservation, and they were like, yep, looks like the park's gonna be closed. We can give you a full refund. We immediately looked at availability for next weekend because that works for us too, and nothing. As soon as it was confirmed that, okay, Yosemite's definitely not happening, I thought, let's go camp somewhere else. So then we looked into the storm to see like, okay, how bad is this really? And basically anywhere else we would want to go camping, like near Santa Cruz, Monterey, up in the North Bay, you don't want to camp there right now. They're actually worried about flooding throughout those areas. So we basically got stuck here in Hayward this weekend because of a storm, and it doesn't even feel like that crazy of a storm because we're not getting the brute force of it. Other places are, the places we were thinking of traveling to. In this video, I did talk about a couple things that I want to share with you regardless of us not going to Yosemite, and I didn't have any other video planned this week, so here's the rest of the video. I just wanted to quickly talk about anxiety. My travel anxiety is back like big time, guys. I'm very grateful that my sense of adventure has a much louder voice than my anxiety. So I tend to travel anyways. I go on adventures when they come up, but it doesn't mean I'm not anxious about it. This was like super anxiety inducing because it was like a timed booking thing. So like we refreshed the page, we found the campsite, you have to click it, then you have to go to this page. Now you have it on hold for 12 minutes and you better book it within 12 minutes. So we're like knocking on our roommate's door, like, can you watch the dog this weekend? And like all this stuff. And then we finally booked it, so that's over. And then we're like, okay, on to the next thing. I had to like make sure I could move a day at work, like over to another day. Luckily I work in the travel industry, so when you bring up like, oh, we spontaneously booked a trip somewhere, can I switch my days around? They're very understanding because it's like a bunch of people who also love to travel, which just such a good environment to be in. But then the anxiety switched from one thing to another, to another, to another, and I was like, is my anxiety trying to murder me? I think it is. I also think it might be lying to me. I convinced myself that Abe is going to die of some horrible disease while we're gone. I convinced myself we're gonna get stuck on the mountain and run out of water and, I don't know, die, I guess. Convince myself that the house is gonna light on fire while we're gone. Can the planes please stop for a second? So yeah, even though I am maybe considered by some people to be a seasoned traveler, I still get major anxiety about traveling. And I don't think I shared this, but when I went home to my hometown in Anacortes, that travel video will be linked up above in the iCards. The flight I took to my hometown was the first flight I had taken in a really long time, and I was so anxious, just like pit in my stomach. And I've taken a lot of flights, I've moved around a lot, I've been on road trips, I've been around the world, like, I don't know. My point is, travel anxiety, still a thing, even if you travel a lot. So yeah, I think my PSA from all of this would be, let your anxiety and your fear come along for the adventure with you. Like, it's not like anyone wants them there, but I guess they come anyways, because it seems like That's just the way it is. But don't let them make any decisions. Do not let your fear or your anxiety make the decisions. That is the big key here. The last thing I do want to say in regards to anxiety is that in the Facebook group, it's a private Facebook group I've created called the Fearless Fam. We primarily talk about anxiety. It's just kind of like a support group almost. Me and 2 other awesome ladies on there have been doing the 21-day anti-anxiety challenge. Today's challenge is to turn on really loud music and dance. I have to admit I am not in the mood for that, but I am going to challenge myself to do it anyways. I've been doing it every day. We're on day like 5 right now, I think. Tomorrow I'm going to be meditating, and then on Saturday is a no social media day. We'll see how that goes, because I'm going to be in Yosemite, and if I have any cell service, you can bet you about $1 I'm going to be Snapchatting. So I don't know. How do you have a no social media day when you're like a social media manager for a company and you have your own online brand? Like, it's just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, it's a challenge. I'm trying it out. It's happening on the Fearless Fam. If you want to give it a try, jump on in with the challenge with us. We've been kind of supporting each other and sharing our progress along the way. So I'll have a link to the Facebook group down below. Other than that, I don't really have anything to share. This year though is turning out to be full of travel. So expect a lot more spontaneous trips, like a random Yosemite weekend to be happening, because it just seems like my year's filling up with travel plans and I'm really excited about it. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to go follow me on Facebook. I've been posting short travel video clips over there 3 times a week, and I've been really loving my Facebook page ever since then. Is that prideful? Thank you for watching. Thanks, plane, for flying over. I will talk to you guys next week. Okay, bye!